And welcome back to Car Juice. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I added CarPlay to my 2009 BMW 3 Series with this handy little CarPodgo that was actually sent to me for our very first sponsored video. Even though this is sponsored, I'm so excited, and I finally am going to have CarPlay so I don't have to use my old school Bluetooth thing anymore. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video and I'll show you guys how I put this thing in. But first, I think we should do a little bit of an unboxing. So I have had this for a couple of days now, and I've been so responsible. I haven't had time to record due to some plumbing issues. We're a little bit behind schedule, and I do have work in like an hour doing this on the trunk. Oh my God, good thing I'm not concerned about my paint quality. So the device does come 60 FPS CarPlay, display only with Bluetooth, so you do need an aux port in order to add audio to this thing. But it is full wireless, 60 FPS, pretty sick. Box looks very Apple-esque. It does Android Auto as well, which is pretty darn cool. I think I'm gonna have to do some configuring with my interior of my car to have to like hide these wires and stuff like that. Nice. Ugh. Finally got that worked free. Ooh. All right, so we got a little bit of cushion on the inside, and then we have our device. Peel off this mask after application completed. Okay, sweet. A bunch more little devices and stuff like that. Looks like we've got a USB Type A to USB-C adapter. I do have a USB Type A port, even though my car is really old. I'm gonna try to run this without having to have any cables out in the open. Okay, so went ahead and read the instructions. So basically there are two different ways that you can go about mounting this thing. I'm going to be doing the suction cup mount because there's actually a perfect spot. So this sucker is just gonna sit right up on the dash, and then this will plug right into the back. Extra cables over here are if you wanted to go ahead and install a backup camera. I'm not that worried about a backup camera. My car's a second car, but you can always add that later. However, not before doing the lovely heel. So there is a very strong magnet on the back of this device so that it won't pop off when you hit a hard bump or anything like that. And then we're just gonna peel this plastic off here. And then it does have a screen protector so that you don't accidentally bump it around when shipping. This is about the size of the iDrive screen in the like iDrive 6 cars from like 2017 or so with BMW. So it'll be a little bit smaller, but definitely gonna be really nice to have CarPlay. There is a nice little spot right in between the vents inside of the 3 Series that I'm gonna be adding my suction cup to. So we'll just set that right there, and it should, let's see, put my CarPlay unit like right there. The only thing that's going to be a little bit challenging, try to run these cables around the back side of the glass and down and underneath. And I don't know if the aux cord and the power outlet are going to be long enough. So we might have to go with this one instead. But without further ado, let's go ahead and see what this looks like installed. Just let that kind of rest on there. Dude, for a very quick, like $200 fix, that's really not bad. Yeah, dude, that's actually really not bad. Okay, and then our I/O is on the left side. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna keep it just like that. Tie down both of those screws, just so you can see what I'm working with. There are 2 different screws on the top of this. So this one adjusts the angle, and then this adjusts the telescoping of that. And again, pretty solid on there. That popped off. Oh, damn. Okay, so I'm back. So let's check out the wiring. Had to do a little bit of a coffee break, but the wiring was very easy to do. I am going to be sticking with my old aux solution, actually. I already have one that I can just plug right into the aux port and then power it off of this USB. So that's kind of nice. One other thing that I am a little bit disappointed about is this cover does basically come right up to the USB cable here. So I won't be able to use the included one, and I'm going to have to start using the other cigarette lighter for charging my phone and that kind of thing, which is not that big of a deal. Basically, I don't have enough space for 2 cables to run throughout, but I've got this tucked underneath everything here, runs underneath the steering wheel, up along the side here, and then hides behind the dash. I basically have one single cable that runs to the back of the screen, and now this thing has power. So I'm gonna get this kicked on and get it paired up and see what it looks like. All right, so we're kicked on, managed to orient it properly. And let's go ahead and get my phone out and we'll see how this thing pairs up. So just go down to, cool. So just down here at the bottom, B&D 053B3. Don't dox me or anything weird like that. I don't know how you would do that. Pair, allow. Let's see, how long does this take? I'm not cutting it. Connect to CarPlay. And how it does with BMWs is it actually disconnects wireless CarPlay and connects that on Wi-Fi. That is super nice. Yeah, so we have working CarPlay that goes over Wi-Fi. I'm gonna get my aux connected and let's do some music tests. And I have to leave for work in 9 minutes, so I'm gonna get dressed. We're gonna be in a little bit of an outfit change, but I'll get some footage of this thing as we're driving down the road, show you how it bounces, and just genuinely give you an honest review on how this thing works. I think it's about 200 bucks. It's gonna have a link down in the description below, and you can actually put in the code that's in the description for a bit of a discount on there and let them know that I sent you. All right, welcome back. Little late for work, not gonna lie, like 5 minutes, but what's new? If you are my coworker watching this, which none of my coworkers watch my stuff, sorry, but you know that I'm usually late. Let's go ahead and get this paired up. Didn't have to do anything in order to pair it up to my car. And I'm gonna see what this looks like as we use it to get to work. Still kind of bad signal, and that's because of where I live. I live on a hill, and it's very hard to get signal when you live in a hill, apparently, which is, didn't know that whenever I moved here, but not that big of a deal. Yeah, the screen placement is pretty good. I am probably gonna have to switch out to the recommended bracket. The included suction cup does not seem like it's going to hold up. Let this thing like sit out in the parking lot. I think it's gonna wear out over some time. So I'll probably switch that out to the 3M, but for now, the included bracket seems to be working fine. Like the included suction cup bracket seems to be working fine. I wanna see what this looks like if I hit a bump and stuff like that. I also probably, I think it's actually pretty decent. Let's click go. Yeah, and it just works just like regular CarPlay. It's going over Wi-Fi. I can actually connect to both my Bluetooth and the CarPlay unit at the same time, which is really good. And yeah, it's holding up pretty good. So yeah, guys, I would say even going over these little bumps and stuff like that, manhole covers, those sort of things, it seems like it's holding up pretty good. So legitimately, I would recommend probably going forward and probably picking one of these up. Again, I'll have a discount code in the description below with a link to the product as well. But yeah, without further ado, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video off here. I appreciate you watching to the end, and if you liked this little DIY content, let me know. I was thinking about getting some upgraded headlights for my BMW, and didn't know if that would do well or if that's something that people are still interested in on the E90s. I've got a couple of brands that I've reached out to. Yeah, thank you guys for watching today's video. Go ahead and add CarPlay to your old car in the description below. Deuces.